I'm Pierce Demers, a personal trainer with a decade of experience in the fitness world, and today I'm going to be breaking the first rule of Fight Club by sharing with you the workout routine that built Brad Pitt his now legendary Fight Club body. But the fun doesn't stop there, because I'm also going to give you the simplest and most effective training plan that will allow you to build muscle while losing fat at the same time, so you can build a Fight Club worthy body of your own as quickly as possible. Ever since Fight Club was released in 1999, men from all over the world have aspired to look like Brad Pitt from the film. But here's the funny thing, Brad Pitt was actually pretty small for Fight Club. Weighing in at around 155 pounds and at a height of 5'11", most gym goers nowadays would put him firmly in the "do you even lift" category. But don't get me wrong, I'm not saying this to hate on Brad. I'm saying this to point out just how crazy modern day male body standards have become. People's brains have gotten so rotted from constantly seeing the top 0.1% of men with amazing genetics and even more amazing pharmacists all over social media, that a lean, healthy, and highly achievable physique like Brad Pitt's from Fight Club looks well below average in comparison. With that being said, there are some real upsides to having your goal physique look more like this and less like this. The main one being that you're not going to need to spend 15 hours a week in the gym. Unfortunately though, no one was nice enough to let Brad Pitt know about this fact. Because to prepare for Fight Club, Brad Pitt followed a 6-day-a-week bro split training program, where Monday he would train chest, Tuesday was back, Wednesday was shoulders, and Thursday was arms. Then he would do 60 minutes of steady state cardio on Fridays and Saturdays. Okay, now I need all Brad Pitt fans to cover your ears for what I'm going to say next, because this program is 110% FDA certified pure trash. And let me tell you why. For one, it's a bro split, which means he split up each body part and gave it its own day. Except for legs, he just straight up didn't train legs, which I guess isn't very surprising seeing as he was weighing 155 pounds at almost 6 feet tall. Now, bro splits have their place in bodybuilding, and you will build some muscle if you follow one. But training this way is far from optimal for novice to intermediate natural lifters. This is because if your goal is to build muscle as quickly as possible, which should be your goal if you actually want to transform your physique this decade, seeing as muscle mass takes a long ass time to build, then you want to train your muscles as frequently as they can handle so that you're consistently stimulating muscle growth. Think about it this way, if Brad hit chest on Monday, by the time Thursday rolls around, his chest would be fully recovered, adapted, and totally ready for round 2. But since Brad is running a bro split, he waits all the way until the following Monday to train chest again. That's a full 3 to 4 days of wasted gains. This is why in this 2010 study by the god of muscle building science, Brad Schoenfeld, on how frequently you should be training for optimal muscle growth, it says that it can therefore be inferred that the major muscle groups should be trained at least twice a week to maximize muscle growth. But right about now, some of you might be saying, well, Paris, you said that Brad Pitt wasn't insanely muscular for Fight Club, so why would he need a program that maximizes muscle growth? And you know what? I couldn't agree more. If you want to build a lean, muscular, and athletic Fight Club to your body, then you should be training like a real fighter and not like the guys who look like their hearts would explode after one round in the ring. Now real quick, if you're liking the breakdown and want me to do one covering Hugh Jackman's training for his role as Wolverine next, leave this video a like, subscribe, and comment Hugh down below. Okay, so after all, unless your goal is to compete in bodybuilding, why settle for a style of training that'll just help you build muscle, when you could be following a training plan that'll have you building muscle, losing fat, increasing your athleticism, and improving your cardiovascular health all at the same time? And that's the exact type of training plan I'll be giving you at the end of the video. But first, we need to go over Brad's diet for Fight Club, and how you should be eating if you want to build muscle and lose fat at the same time. So once again, I need to be honest with you guys. While at first look, Brad Pitt's diet looks pretty reasonable. I mean, it's high protein, full of complex carbs, and has lots of veggies. So pretty much everything a growing celebrity needs to pull off a great shirtless scene. But it's when we start to take a closer look at this diet and do some math that we realize that it's completely unhinged and makes zero sense. When we break down everything Brad was eating in a day, we find out that he was consuming over 300 grams of protein each and every day and next to zero fat. Thanks to modern science, we know that there are diminishing returns from a muscle building perspective to eating more than 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight per day. So with Brad only weighing 155 pounds at the time, he was eating well over twice as much protein as he actually needed each day to optimally build muscle. And because he was eating so much protein, it left little room for the other 2 macronutrients, carbohydrates and fats. This is a bad thing because carbs are actually super anabolic, meaning that they help you build muscle. And we know from studies like this 2020 systematic review that low-fat diets like Brad's for Fight Club seem to lead to a drop in testosterone among adult males. When you think about this, it makes a lot of sense, seeing as your body needs fats like cholesterol to actually create testosterone. And I don't think I need to tell you why following a diet plan that lowers your testosterone is a bad thing. So let's obey the first rule of Paris Demers Club and never talk about this diet again. Instead, let's talk about how you should be eating if you want to build muscle and lose fat at the same time so you can build a Fight Club worthy body. It's very possible to lose a significant amount of fat while gaining a significant amount of muscle mass. But here's the bad news. It only works for people who are either A, new to working out properly and or following a well-constructed high-protein diet plan, or B, people who are coming back to training properly and or following a well-constructed high-protein diet plan after taking a long break. But that bad news isn't really bad news for the purposes of today's video. Because if you're someone who has been training and dieting consistently for a while, then congratulations! You most likely already have enough muscle mass to achieve the Fight Club look, and now you just need to focus on cutting down body fat. And for those of you who are in this position, I'll provide instructions on how you can cut body fat most optimally in the free Fight Club program that I'll be giving you at the end of the video. And for those of you who are new to training and dieting properly, here's what you need to do to build muscle and lose fat at the same time. Spend 6 to 12 months eating at maintenance calories. This is how many calories your body burns each day from stuff like moving around, working out, and generally staying alive. On top of that, start eating 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight per day, spread across 3 to 5 meals each day. Again, I'll provide instructions in the free plan explaining how you can track all this and how to figure out your own personal numbers. Now keep in mind, eating at maintenance like this while training will only provide great results for the first 6 to 12 months of your training career. So after that, if you want to get a lot bigger or a lot leaner, you'll have to move on to more advanced diet strategies, but we'll talk about that in another video. And of course, once you have your diet dialed in, you're going to have to put all this newfound fuel to work. And you can do that by following the free Fight Club training program that I've created for you guys. This is a 4-day-a-week athletic bodybuilding plan that I've based off the training of MMA fighters. This will not only get you a body like Brad Pitt's, but it'll also increase your athletic performance at the same time. And now you can download the plan for free using the link in the description of this video. But if you're new to working out and you want a program that you can follow at home with zero equipment needed, you should go check out my 17-week at-home training program. Link also down below. Now watch this video here to learn all about how Christian Bale got ripped for his role as Patrick Bateman, and I'll see you there.